Hey, what's going on, Archons? It's another Deluxe Archon. Would you rather? Which deck would you rather use if you had a choice? This could be something for the future for deck giveaways. But on the subject of deck giveaways, my video that will be coming out this Tuesday, I believe the date will be the 23rd. 23rd, Sunday, Monday, 22nd. Yep, 23rd of March will be the first deck giveaway for all my YouTube subscribers. So be sure to tune into that video on Tuesday to see if you are the one who won whatever deck comes out that day. But until then, let's keep cracking on with some Would You Rather here. Alright. All the stuff that comes in this. Okay, so we got deck A is the Inky Advisor of Junktopia. How funny it would be if this deck had Brobnar. Logos, Brobnar, Shadows. Ho ho ho. The prophecy comes true. And then we have for deck B, I thought that was funny, Junktopia having Brobnar in Worlds Collide. That's a good one. I guess FFG does have a sense of humor. Get out the tokens. And this box here. Alright, and then we got, a Car Forest Butcher. I'd be shocked if Untamed's not in this. Brobnar, Saurian, Untamed. Double Brobnar from Worlds Collide. That's what you want to see, isn't it? False. You do not want to see that. This is going to be interesting. Let's pray that this is God tier Brobnar. I don't know if I have a God tier Brobnar. What is God tier Brobnar, you may ask? Well, triple Berserker Slam for 1. A Pile of Skulls. What else would I like for God tier? I'd like some Ganger Chieftains. Some Shorties. And anything else that... No, I don't want to say anything else. An Old Boomy. Maybe some Mog Hunters. I don't know if Grok's in this, but yeah, if Grok's in this, I can't remember. But anyways, enough fantasizing about Brobnar, whoever does that. So first up we got Alaka, Volcano, Barn Raising, Ganger Chieftain, oh there's one of the things, Grok, Grok isn't it, there we go, Mog Hunter, Narp, Little Rascal. This is the worst Brobnar. Like, actually, I think I hate Little Rascal more than Narp, so this deck is trash for me. Shattered Throne, Nogi Smart Fist, Babbling Bibliophile onto Logos, ×2, Cutthroat Research, Igor, Information Exchange, ×2, Quant, Sani Engineer, Twin Bolt, Code Monkey, Quantum Finger Traps, Crazy Killing Machine, Avinda in Shadows, Bad Penny, Breaker Hill, Hit and Run, Hawk, Javen, Ronald, Simon, Spike Trap, and lastly, Treasure Map. Okay, the stats for this deck. We got Ember Pips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Ember Pips. Creatures we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. Creature power is pretty low outside of Brobnar. What do I like about this deck? Well, there are the stats. So things that I actually do like about this deck is the fact that there is a Code Monkey, because that means that the Narps can be thrown into your archives and not having to worry about them is very nice. It also means that you could have some fun with Igor, There's no, oh, the Ronnies. Yeah, double Ronnie is nice with that as well. But you also have Igor, so there's some candidates. Double Hawk's always good. Crazy Killing Machine is always good. So there's good artifact situations here. Swap the positions of 2 creatures in the battle line. This could be handy for the Code Monkey setup. I like Nogi Smartfist. I haven't had enough. Like, I probably would mention this. Discard 2 from random from your hand is not great. Like, I don't know why you need to have that on a Brobnar creatures. Draw 2 cards and then discard 2 random cards from your hand. I'm like, I don't know. I think it would be more. This would have been more advantageous, I think, if it was draw 2 cards, discard 1 card at random from your hand. So you're actually gaining an advantage instead of just like a cycle in a way. But I can't stand Little Rapskull. The Narps are not terrible. Like, I definitely am not hating on them. You do have Mog Hunters. You do have Groaks that really come into play. The Alaka Ganger is really nice. I do like that, especially with some Barn Raisings in there. So there is a bit of Ember Control in every house, which is nice. And it looks like it could get a little bit of burst going. The Brobnar is definitely disappointing, as one would expect from a deck called Junktopia. Let's move on to deck B. That deck was very disappointing. I actually really did like the logos and the shadows, though, so it's quite unfortunate that that came to pass the way it did. Okay, the Forest Butcher. Let's see what we got here. Alaka. Barn Raising. Barn Raising. Didn't I see this movie already? Berserker Slam. There we go. Ganger. There we go. Grand Nine Toes. Grand Nine Toes. Tremor. Gargantus Crapper. Slimy Jerk. Colic Stonefather. Old Boomy. Yeah, okay, we're going to pause here for just 1 second. This I will take as a pretty good Brobnar. This to me is actually good Brobnar. Basically what I asked for, it gave me almost, except for the Groak, so, you know, beggars can't be choosers. The Gargantus Crapper is definitely the worst card in here. The Colic Stonefather is cool to have a leader of that nature. I love Old Boomy, so that's great. Slimy Jerk is fine. Yeah, this is. I'm not disappointed about this Brobnar. This is a half decent Brobnar for sure. So yeah, let's see how the rest of this goes. I'm gonna go with deck B as my selection, just because the Brobnar doesn't seem bad. No, we'll see what happens. So we got Brutodon, Chant of Hubris, Phalanx Strike, Ludo, Jarda, Thero, Centurion, Tribute, Draco Praco, Aredo Hisaro. Love that card. Whoops. Paraguardian, Auto Legionary, Imperial Forge, then on to Untamed Deepwood Druid, Ghost Hawk, Murmook, Song of the Wild, Fittest, Unnatural Selection, Wild Spirit, Creed of Nurture, sorry. Oh, more wolves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Neat deck. I think this is a little bit lighter on Ember Control, though, and when I say little, considerably lighter on Ember Control. So we got creatures 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 creatures, and Ember Pips we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Ember Pips. And there are the rest of the stats. So what do I like about this deck? I'm now not sure which deck I want to play more, to be very honest, because the Ember Control being a little light here is a thing. So obviously Ghost Hawk and Song of the Wild is really nice. Song of the Wild with the Moorwolves as well could be very nice little bursts, so there's that potential there. Okay, interesting. Creed of Nurture could be quite nice with some dinosaurs, potentially, I'm thinking. Old Boomy, actually. That's kind of cool. So the Brobnar, as I mentioned, I do like obviously having a ganger with the barn raisings and a lacquer. That just provides some nice ability to do some cool things. Sure, right? Everyone gets skirmish. That's what everyone wanted from the leader at Brobnar. Said absolutely no one ever. God, I still like can't it like I'm actually like mind boggled how badly designed the Brobnar was. Like I don't know what the thoughts I really would love to know the thought process behind creating Brobnar the way they did. Like it's such a mystery to me of why it was done that way. Was it to so you don't like Brobnar? Like I'm so confused. Okay, of your battle line. While in the battle line, considered a creature with 5 power and belongs to all houses. Yeah, Auto Legionary's fine. I don't think that's really that special in this deck. Imperial Forge, we got a couple ways to utilize that. The Tribute, obviously, is nice. So Gron could be activated. If not, then the Thero Centurion or Paraguardian is the one. Ludo's nice. So I think a good way I like to do this is Tribute with Ludo, pull off the Imperial Forge, and then figure a way to just kill your Thero Centurion before the Ember can be taken. I'm a big fan of utilizing Ludo and on your turn being control of the Ember, not just letting it sit there, not doing anything other than making sure you kill your creatures and just wipe your own board in that way. Unnatural Selection is actually going to be very handy when Ludo's out to make that happen. That's cool. That's also nice for the Imperial Forge. Deepwood Druid could be nice being next to something like your Thero Centurion just to give it that extra ability to fight and capture. I do like Equestria Jarda with an Imperial Forge. I'm a fan. A Chant of Hubris, always nice. Some protection for Old Boomy. Not much to say about the Brobnar. Talked about that. This deck seems kind of straightforward and at the same time not. That's how I view it. This deck seems very interesting to me. Akar Forest Butcher, but as much as I don't like the Brobnar and the other one, I kind of think I'm leaning towards deck A for this one. I don't know if I'd want to actually play this deck. Just looking at some of the stuff it has, I think this deck has some more interesting lines, even though the Brobnar is going to be kind of holding you back. So I'm going to go for deck A for this one. Which deck would you choose and why? This one for me is not that straightforward. I like that they both have Brobnar because if one did and one didn't, like if this was just had Brobnar and this one didn't, I have a feeling like people just be like, oh, well that one has a Brobnar, so I'm choosing the other one. No, there's Brobnar in both. This one has the better Brobnar, but I think this one has the better in the other two houses, is my opinion. So it's kind of an interesting trade-off, and I actually think this Brobnar is pretty solid for Brobnar in Worlds Collide. So I think that is pretty interesting proposition there. Let me know your thoughts and which of these two decks you would choose, and be sure to tune in my video Tuesday to see if you could win the deck that is unveiled that day. So thanks everyone for tuning in to this episode. As always, may your Ember never be stolen and your keys forged promptly. Have a good one.